Hello and welcome to today's video. We will be reviewing how to install, how to set up, and how to play Halo 2 on the Retroid Pocket Flip 2 and the Retroid Pocket 5. And as you can see in the background here, I am playing Halo 2 online multiplayer on the Retroid Pocket Flip 2. And this is October 5th, 2025, and I'm running a community-made mod which hosts private servers, which is called Project Cartographer. Now, this is very similar to IW4X. If you've ever seen my video on Modern Warfare 2 IW4X, there are people who are hosting private servers and who are reviving old first-person shooter games that used to have very lively online multiplayer servers, where a lot of people played these games back in the early 2000s and late 2000s, and then eventually they just got abandoned. The servers were no longer maintained by the game developers or Xbox or PlayStation or whoever, or Microsoft, whoever's hosting these things. I think this one was a Windows Vista PC game, and eventually they just stopped hosting the servers, so you couldn't really play online Halo 2 anymore. So Project Cartographer does something which is absolutely amazing, and I'm so happy that this is a available mod. And it's really easy to set up. I'm going to go through the full installation and setup. And the cool thing is it also allows you to play every campaign mission, and you can play them in split screen or single player. I have not got split screen to work. Apparently Winlator 11, which is going to be coming out soon, there's already a beta that's been released, but Winlator 11 will have multiple controller support, so it's possible that we can play this game in split screen, and we can play split screen online and on the campaign. And this also fixes all the issues that people have been having, and that I have had, with Halo 2 on the Master Chief Collection. So if you've watched my video about the Halo Master Chief Collection, Halo MCC installation guide, that video I made, you're going to notice that Halo 2 has a lot of crashes when you're trying to load into the levels. Only Halo 2, all the other games they play perfectly fine, and this pretty much fixes that. I mean, if you really wanted to play Halo 2, you could just download this mod, and you could just play the campaign. You can play offline. There's an option to play offline. If you want to play online, you're going to have to give them an email address, and then you're going to have to press on a link that they send your email to confirm. And then you create a password, and then you download and update, and you can do this all within Winlator. And then you'll be online. It's simple. There's no monthly subscription. This is completely free, and there's no payment involved, because this is abandonware, because the private servers were abandoned. It's a legal term, abandonware. It's like totally, it's like kind of like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Like, it's not illegal to play this, because under the Library of Congress in 2015, the DMCA 1201 rules under the proposed class 23, that if you abandon a game, if you abandon the private online servers, if you abandon the public online servers, then people are allowed to make private online servers and host online games. That's completely legal. So this is a super cool development, and I'm so happy that the modding community has done this. And even if you're not interested in online gameplay, if you're just trying to play through all the Halo games and you're like, oh, the Halo 2 campaign is not working in MCC, just hop on over to this one, play the Halo 2 campaign, and then forget about it. You don't have to create an account if you don't want to. And if you're afraid of giving them your email address, maybe just make a fake email on Yahoo or something, and then just give them that email address. So it's that simple. And it's really fun. I've been having a blast on it. It is pretty hard. These people are pretty good. You're playing with PC gamers who have probably been playing this for many years. So just be aware of that. But yeah, let's jump into the tutorial. And if you're going to copy my settings, you might as well copy my emulator, and I'm using Winlator Frost 10.1 v2. So I'm just going to show you my container settings. So just max out the resolution, 1920 by 1080. And the graphics driver is 25.2, DXVK is 2.5.2. It's really the same graphics driver and DXVK wrapper setup as Halo MCC. This is all default, the environmental variables. are all default. Sorry, the Win components. Environmental variables, you're just going to change zinc descriptors to cached. That's the one thing I changed right here. So just drop down the menu and make sure you have an SD card that you're going to install it on. And for the box 64 preset, we're going to play the game on intermediate. That's your default setting for the gameplay. But when you're installing, you're going to change it to stability. And for startup selection, you're going to change it to normal, load all services. That's only for the installation. And for the CPU, just don't check off 0 and 1, check off the rest. And that's for both installing and for playing. So the only two things that we're going to be changing here after you install it is you change the box 64 preset back to intermediate, and you're going to change the startup selection back to aggressive, because that's how you play the game. But when you're installing it, you're always going to want normal and stability. So now let's show you how to install the game. So open up your Firefox. So basically just Google Project Cartographer or go to the link in the description. You're going to go to this page, and then you download the full game installer plus mod. And once you download this, you're going to get a zip file in your downloads folder. It's going to be called this, .zip. And you're just going to use your RAR app right here to unzip the zip file. And you can just unzip it into your downloads folder. Might as well just keep it there. So to unzip it, just check it off and then press this button up here. And then press OK. And then press OK. I'm just going to press cancel because I already did this. But once it's extracted, you'll see these two files. And it'll be in a folder. And so you're just going to make sure that folder is in your downloads. As you can see, mine is at the top here. Hey, H2PC installer 2.1, and inside of it you'll have the .exe. That's what you run to install the game. So now I'm booting up Winlator Frost 10.1 v2, and I'm going into the container we made for the installation. I'm opening my D drive and then finding that folder that we just downloaded and unzipped, and then there we go. There's our application.exe. We're going to double click on that to install the game. So just click next, and then here's where you will see the description about how this is legal and that this is abandonware. So you read through the whole thing in case you're curious, so you know you're not engaging in piracy, and then you say, I accept the terms of the license agreement, and then press next. And then here by default it will be your C drive, but I changed it to my H drive, which is my SD card, so you should do the same. In your H drive, create a folder before this and name it whatever you want. I named my folder Halo 2, just so I know, and then you need to have a folder that you can click on here and then press OK, and that's where the game is going to install. So as you can see, it's a 4.6 gigabyte game. To install, just press next, and then press do not create shortcuts. We're going to create those ourselves, and then press install. And I'm not going to press it here because I already installed it. But once it's installed, it should populate the folder that you chose on your SD card with this folder. And then within that, you're going to select movie. It's another folder. Double click it, and you'll see a file called intro.wmv. And what you're going to do is you're going to click it with 2 fingers, then you're going to go down to rename, then you're going to click the cursor there, then you're going to swipe right from the left side of the screen, pull up the keyboard, and type in a random word. Any word you want that's not intro, and then press OK. Now this is required to launch the game. If you don't do this, the game won't launch. So now that we're ready to launch the game, we can see the shortcut right here, halo2.exe. So click it with 2 fingers and then scroll down to create shortcut to create your shortcut. And then exit the container because we're going to go and talk about the container settings for launching. So it's going to be the same resolution, same turnip driver 25.2 with a 4096 megabyte memory, and DXVK wrapper 2.5.2, 60 frame rate cap, 4096 memory. And I'm just clicking on these little gears here to adjust those. So in environmental variables, again, we're just changing the zinc descriptors to cached. We already did that. But this is the more important part. Box 64 preset, we're going to change this to intermediate. And the startup selection, we're going to change to aggressive. So this is the setup when you launch the game. Everything else remains the same. CPU cores activated are the same. So now we can go to our shortcuts because we created a shortcut, and we will see Halo 2 with this little icon there, and we can just click play and it will start the game. So because you renamed the movie file, this intro movie will be a little shortened. It'll show it, it'll start up, and it will kind of stop all of a sudden, and that's what you want, because if it goes all the way, it'll crash the game. So that's the file that we renamed, so it doesn't have the movie. So here you can just press A, and here it will ask you to create an account or add your account or play offline. If you just want to play the campaign, you can just press play offline. If you eventually want to play online, you should create an account. It'll ask you for your email address and for you to create a password. If you feel, that's just for online multiplayer. If you feel uncomfortable providing your email to this game, maybe just use a fake email, but something, or just a burner email, or just play campaign. Here we're going to go to in-game settings, and we're going to go to video, and we're going to go to screen resolution, and you're going to change it to 1920 by 1080. And then you're going to go to display mode, and you're going to change it to borderless. If you don't do this, you'll get this small game window. It's really annoying. It won't be full screen like mine. And level of detail, change that to high. It doesn't change much, but it's nice to have high detail. And then in your player options, you can actually change the way you show up in a multiplayer online game. And you can create multiple players, and you can be a Spartan, or you can be a Covenant Elite, and change your colors. Like this is one that looks just like Master Chief. I try to make it, but you can make a pink one, a purple one, a alien Covenant one, whatever you want. That's just really cool feature. So in the campaign, if you click on that, you can select any level right off the bat. You don't have to beat the game. You have access to all the levels, which is really cool. Normally in Halo 2 on Xbox, you will have to beat the game before you have access to all these levels. So if you click on a level, you can load in, and we can show you that it does in fact work. You can choose your difficulty level. And if you do make an account and you want to play online, you give your email address and everything, it will ask you if you want to update the game, and just say yes, update to the latest version. And the update applies within the Winlator container, no issues.
That's what I thought he said. The Prophet of Regret is planning to activate Halo.
Are you sure?
I shall light this holy ring, release its cleansing.
Ouch! Feel it for the horse! You mess with me, man. You mess with the chief. Hey, I got one! Is it over? Hey! We got that one! Maybe we will win this war.
You know, I think the Forerunners built these new structures around the old to protect them, honor them. Pure speculation, mind you. I'd need to make a thorough survey to be sure.
Come get me! I'm just a little...
So as you can see, the campaign plays very nicely. And we're just going to do another online demo so you guys can see what kind of popularity this game has today in 2025. And there's a lot of people who play this actually online. So if you look at the number of players on the servers, You have 12 in this game, but this is late at night. I think this is like 1:30 a.m. So it's not too full, but it's a nice amount of people. And there's plenty of games to join and people playing. During the midday, there was a lot of people where like I could barely find a game. All of them were full almost. You know, like the ones with people like almost were all full. But if you have trouble finding a game, you can just do the quick match and it'll put you in any game that has an open slot. Cool thing about playing in the middle of the night though, late when there's not that many people online, is that the map, which is kind of small sometimes, or some of these maps are pretty small, can be really crowded and you can just die right away. But in this kind of game where it's like less people and it's not a full map, you have some space and you can survive a little bit longer if you're not that great at the game. So here's some gameplay on a game mode called Fiesta. This is a really fun game mode because you get a kind of like a random gun every time you reincarnate. Every time you respawn, they give you a random setup. Like here I would respawn with the energy sword, and the other time I respawn with like a shotgun, sometimes assault rifle, sometimes sniper rifle. And I love Fiesta because it has this dynamism of unpredictability, where in every time you respawn, you don't know what you're gonna get, and you really have to stay on your toes and be flexible in combat. So I prefer this game mode as opposed to game modes where everyone has an energy sword, or everyone has a sniper rifle, or everyone has assault rifles, because these people are really good at this game. The people on this servers, because you're playing with PC gamers, so the people are really skilled and they'll kill you really fast and they know exactly how to snipe you and everything. But at least in Fiesta, it's like kind of random, and like those people won't really be playing this game mode. They'll be playing the game mode like the sniper mode, or they'll be playing the assault rifle mode, and that'll be stated on the server. So just stay away from those servers if you don't want to be killed right away by somebody who's much better at this game and has been playing it for 20 years. And if you want to play with me and you want to make a sort of like a Retroid server and hop in a custom game or something, maybe we can work something out. I have a online multiplayer coordinator chat that's free to join on the r/Retroid Pocket Flip 2 subreddit. If you just go to the top and click on chat, you should be able to find it there. And there you can tell, you know, the group, hey guys, I'm hopping on Halo 2, Project Cartographer, Winlator. Here's, you know, the server I'm joining. And if anyone's online at that time, maybe they'll join you. So that sort of marks the end of our journey together for Halo 2. Hopefully this solves any issues you're having with playing the campaign on MCC. And an added bonus, which is being able to play online for free. Take care, guys, and see you next time. Bye.